So YouTube family, Shedeur Sanders making waves on social media again for the wrong reasons that got nothing to do with him. So if you guys don't know, they print out a false rumor about Shedeur with basically a Royce, and they said he used a record-breaking $500,000 to purchase it, basically his entire rookie bonus to purchase this. And I'm here to tell you guys, even if Shedeur did purchase this Royce, I got no issues with it, but we're going to break the video down because Shedeur responded to this BS. I'm glad I didn't cover the video about it. I just fell back and was like, why are all these MAYO people angry because a brother is buying a vehicle that he clearly can afford, which you can't afford, is why you're angry over it. So we're going to use receipts and we're going to get into the deal of this. Shout out to Bucky Jr. of Well Off Media, who was the first one to combat these lies. But without this being what it is, smash the like button, hit the notification bell. I'm DJ BLESSONE, the best one.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
So Shedeur gotta yet go through it again, y'all. If you don't know, Joe Klatt said this about Deion Sanders haters and what they feel about him.
No, Deion Sanders let me backtrack for a moment. If someone wants to paint Colorado and Deion Sanders in a negative light, it's going to be that times 10 because of the prime effect. If someone wants to paint him in a positive light, it's going to be that times 10 because of the prime effect. So Deion Sanders
and that's facts. When they don't like you, especially the group of people who hate Deion and Shedeur, I don't even think it's because of Deion they hate Shedeur. You know, I just had to expose Colin Cowherd. Go check out that video. It's uploaded right now on the playlist. But they claim that Shedeur is out here being wild, spending money, because if you're black, you're not allowed to live life how you want to live. You're not allowed to spend your money without 100 billion people watching and counting your pockets. So they put this salacious story out here to make Shedeur look like an idiot, to use the stereotypical things that blacks were EBT babies. We only care about jewelry. We don't have intelligence. Only they can flex their superiority. You know, when they flex their Mercedes Benz, when they flex their $1 billion investment portfolio purchases, when they invest into their $1 million homes and they flex in the pictures, only they're allowed to do that because us, we're professional victims. So how dare we purchase a high expensive vehicle like this? But only MAYO people can make this a thing. Only us could be deemed as bad guys for doing the American thing here in a free capitalist society. Let me stop with the semantics and just go on with the article. So it says Sanders, son of Dallas Cowboy legend, endured an unprecedented slide in the NFL draft last month, despite being widely projected to be a first-round pick, which is facts, y'all. Sanders waited. Well, fuck all that part of the article. They doing too much right here. So it says Sanders waited, and god damn, we're not going to read that part. The Browns have since inked Shedeur to a 4-year, $4.6 million contract, which is the usual, guys. It's normal. So don't celebrate like, oh my gosh, he arrived. So in August last year, the 23-year-old quarterback became fit. They go into detail. Look, y'all can pause those parts of the article. I'm going to zoom into the main parts we want, y'all. So basically what they talking about here, as you guys can pause it, during the discussion, RG3 mentioned that Shedeur once showed up at the Buffs facility and a Royce Cullinan worth between $400,000 and $500,000. Sanders has since gone viral for having that same car wrapped, although some believed he used his NFL signing bonus to purchase that car. First of all, it shows you that RG3 talks too much. He's cosplaying to try his best to be a brother when he doesn't have to cosplay, because even if you're a sellout, you're still a brother. You might not be my brother internally, but you're still black. So I don't do the black card thing and take people blackness away. I just call them what they are. A sellout is a sellout. There's no slick words for it, but let's fast forward. So Shedeur is being accused of buying his own vehicle. I guess this is illegal now, guys. But however, Sanders is believed to have owned a car since college, which he did. I'm gonna make another video exposing that and showing proof Shedeur Ben had that vehicle. So it says Dad Dion fired back. I'll show you guys later. He said, do you guys like NIL? Griffin III acts as the three burst into laughter. However, the tone quickly changed as Sanders revealed the pitfalls of his immense seven-figure wealth. Now, let's keep reading. You guys can pause this here, bro. I'm going to give my personal opinion. I'm going to give you the last two parts of the article. I rather you guys read it. See, I cite my sources. I'm not just some babbling idiot who's yapping away for monetization, because if that was the case, I'll stick to hip hop, which pays me way, way more. Anybody covering hip hop on YouTube, let these people know you make way more money covering hip hop. But I have a passion. I was told by a mentor to follow my passion and stick with that. But this vehicle that's wrapped up right here that you see, this luxury vehicle, apparently black people aren't allowed to have luxury vehicle, because if you are a black male, you're supposed to be disenfranchised. You're supposed to be a professional victim. You're not supposed to think for yourself. You're supposed to be blabbling every day how poor you was, how you struggled, you know, the struggle man story that they expect that every black individual is supposed to have. This story where we didn't have our moms there, our moms was on dope, our fathers was locked up and not there. No, we can't have the life of Bill Cosby and his wife Camellia. No, there's no way black people are living like that. But then when a brother like me tells you people that I had my mom and dad here every day, my mom's a nurse, my father's the reverend, but yes, I'm from the hood. But in your minds, you think it's boys in the hood. You don't think there are nurses and doctors in the hoods. I'm from Broward County, Melrose Park. You probably think I'm throwing a gang sign when I throw this up, because you done made us into this stereotypical thing that you people are infatuated with. I could care less if you hate me for whatever weird said so reasons, but the truth is you get mad at DJ BLESSONE for defending his people. There's a thing that's going on where you say black fatigue, but I believe in white fatigue. It's called white fragility, bruh. You guys feel some type of anger whenever a black brother comes amongst the ranks to defend his fellow brothers. Yet you don't say anything to fellow racists who look like you, who spew negative connotations on us every single day. And when you see these stories propping up, you get mad when I tell people it's deeper than football, it's bigger than football. You say, why are you always saying that? And why you always say MAYO? MAYO is a word to emphasize on what I'm saying. MAYO is not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a definition. But you, so fragile, feeling so much like this professional victim that you are, the only thing you're going to do is yap away and pretend that I'm the part of the problem. But yet you're having salacious news about a brother buying a vehicle. Now, I've seen a lot of black folks trying to act like, man, we don't have to do this to each other, bro. We don't have to spend our money like this. Like, bro, why do you really give these groups of people who hate you power over you like that? If any of you guys want to buy a rich vehicle, you can do that. So we're the only people who get called out for frivolous spending or for wasting money? And how do you know Shedeur is wasting money? How don't you know if maybe there was some type of deal he was paid? Do you know celebrities are paid off the market, meaning like they don't put commercials to show this celebrity is representing this brand? What they do is they go out their way to pay you. And when they pay you, it's not for you to say, I got paid by this brand. It's to do it subconsciously in a physical sense, like drive this vehicle, wear this shirt, wear this clothing brand, but don't say we told you to wear it, because that's actually strategic marketing. That's actually smarter. So yes, white fragility, it's a real thing. I don't care if I mispronounce it, because that's what makes me. You get to see my flaws. You get to see my good. And I just went to the dentist, y'all. There's going to be worse pronunciation today than I've ever did. I went to the dentist. My whole damn frontal is numb right now. Let me talk, man. What's going on with Shedeur's situation is a group of the people in the community who can't stand us. They'll use any reasoning to pretend this is the reason why they hate said so person that they hate. But the truth is they're malicious in their tactics. It's a spiritual thing. And a lot of them can't get beyond the fact how spiritual it actually is. They think they're actually in the right to make these salacious news all day about them. First of all, we should be saying what group of people is sitting down worrying about what Shedeur is spending his money on. First, it was about his dad being there too much, coming from the same group of people who tell us we don't have fathers. See, they move the goalposts. Then they tell you it's about criminal behavior. But this young brother, academically, one of the top people in his classes, not just football, education wise. He's been that way since high school, since his private school, his great academic private school that he went to. But they don't bring these parts up. And they move the goalposts again. So when these tactics don't work, we're going to collude during the draft, spread out false narrative. And when that still doesn't work, he's still the most talked about thing in general, not even just sports, just in general. You got people who don't follow sports. They talk about Shedeur. But when that don't work to hurt Shedeur, the next thing is the salacious news. This is what they do to us. Maybe you guys don't like Diddy, you don't like R. Kelly, but they were the first two people in life ever to get a RICO charge and nobody else involved. Nobody else involved. At this point, it's like the only thing the federal is trying to show us is that Diddy is the average freaky, nasty dude, meaning he likes nasty things in bed. And at the same time, he loses his mind and he might smack a woman up or two times. Not that I agree with that. But that's what they're showing us, a DV situation. They're not showing us anything with racketeering, because you're going to say they flew people in, but they don't have proof of the monetization payment besides he say, she say. There's no physical transaction. And even the people that they claim that Diddy flew in, they're somewhat defending Diddy and saying Cassie, whatever her name is, was just a freak. And Cassie should have been indicted and not given immunity because according to the workers, Cassie paid for them. We know with Diddy money, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. People come with tactics based on something deeply rooted other than what you think it is. It's always about race. It's always will be race. It is race. I didn't create race. I was born into this madness of a group of people who deem our complexion as some type of form of identity now to depict if this person is good or evil. Meanwhile, they give them same names like white, and nobody is black in this world and no one is white. So who really came with the color drift? Don't let that go over your head. I know best what I'm unsubscribing for you. Shut the fuck up and hurry up and do it. Bitch, we don't need an announcement. We do not need a goddamn announcement. So you, Travis and Liana, now you want to announce everything? I'm not your favorite YouTuber. I'm your family. You love your favorite court jesters. Family, you can't stand them because they tell you the truth. I'm not your favorite YouTuber. Ladies and gentlemen, love your family. Love your kids. And stay blessed.
I've been broke so many times.